Have you ever made okra soup that was not slimy, that it wasn't drawing? Have you ever made it? What were the reactions you got? I'm sure a lot of people were like, this is not okra soup. If you have made that kind of soup, that pot of soup, don't worry, I know how you feel. I've made that soup before and it wasn't drawing. So because of that, I've made sure that every single pot of okra soup I make, the slime, it will be second to none. So today I'm going to show you how to make your okra soup extra slimy and it will draw and nobody can say, who taught you how to cook? No, so you're in the right place. And this method of my okra soup is really a Ghanaian method of making okra soup. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I'm going to show you how to make it and just stay with me to the very end. My name is Ify and welcome to my kitchen. These are all the ingredients for my okra soup. As usual, make sure you check the description box because I will be listing out everything for you so you can cook along with me. Let's start without further ado. But wait, click that subscribe button and notification bell, please. Oh yeah, now, please. Okay, let's start. So you're going to start with cooking your goat's meat. So in goes my goat meat. I'm adding some onions, ginger garlic paste, beef seasoning, add your Cameroon pepper, some salt, and make sure all the ingredients, all your seasonings and spices are well mixed with your meat. As usual, I'm not going to add any water to this. I want the goat meat to release its own juice and cook in its own juice for now. In that way, you get very beautiful, tasty meat. So we have our okra here. And let me show you a way to know really fresh okra. Can you see how your okra is? If you snap it like this. Okay, so this wasn't too fresh. Let's look for another one. Another one like this. Did you see how easily it snapped? Then you know your okra is fresh. So what we're going to do next is to grate our okra. I find that when you grate your okra, it will be more slimy. So please grate it if you're really looking for that slime or that drawing nature, right? But if you don't care much for the slimy or drawing nature of the okra, then you can use your knife to chop it. I'll go ahead and grate the okra and I'll show you the next step. So I'm done grating my okra and it's time to check on the meat to see how far the meat has gone. Okay, my meat has been cooking. It is nice and tender, just the way, look at it, fell off really easily. This is ready. Add some palm oil to your clean dry pot, okay? That's enough. Once your oil is hot enough, add in your onions. Yes, I know there's a thing in Nigeria that you don't use onions to cook okra soup, that it will not make it slimy. Well, I'm going to prove to you that onions is not your problem. After a few minutes, go ahead and add in your tomatoes. Now, for an okra soup, you don't need a lot of tomatoes because tomatoes is quite acidic and it prevents your okra from being slimy, so you don't want a whole lot, okay? You're going to add some peppers too, a whole lot of pepper. And then give this a good mix and allow it to fry. So we're essentially making a stew base. So while my stew is cooking, we're going to go ahead to cook the okra. I know this style is very different from the Nigerian method, but stick with me. So put your okra in a pot. Now we're going to add some warm water. Don't put a lot because you still want it nice and slimy, okay? Now you're going to add a bit of baking soda. This will help it more slimy. Go ahead and mix it. So we're going to leave this for a few minutes, okay? So while that is cooking, do not forget your stew base. Okay, this looks perfect. I'm going to add in some meat stock and some of my goat's meat. I'm going to go ahead to season with some shrimp powder. Okay. So this will give you that shrimp flavor. We're also going to add a little bit of crayfish. This is looking good. Don't forget to check on your okra. Look at that. Look at that slime. Look. You see that? Great. So I'm going to turn up the heat now because you don't want to overcook your okra, okay? So back to our stew. I'm going to add in my fish and my crabs right now. So go ahead and add in your fish. Now I'm using Titus because this fish is so flavorful. And yes, I pre-seasoned it first. I'm also going to be adding in some crabs. And of course my crab legs. And my crayfish powder. The aroma, eh? Okay, so I'm just going to cover this and allow it to cook for about 7 minutes. Of course, you know my fish should have cooked perfectly now, and my crabs. Make sure you put it later, you know, at about the time I put it, so that your fish or your crabs don't overcook. Now I'm going to put in the okra. Look. I'm also going to put in some vegetable. This is optional if you like. And then give everything a good mix. I'm going to be careful not to break up my fish. Now once you add in your okra to your stew, you know you're not going to waste any time because you've cooked the okra and you don't want to overcook it. Guys, look at now. If this isn't slimy, I don't know what else is. Look. And ladies and gentlemen, we are all done. Very fast, very delicious, and very slimy. Okay, so I'm going to turn up the heat because we're done. Guys, this is so good. This is the only recipe you need if you want your okra soup extra slimy. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate this. Thank you for always commenting and just being part of this channel. Oh, lest I forget, Channel membership is still open. You can be a member of my channel, support this channel, get to know me on a more personal level. Come on, let's vibe, let's be best buddies, okay? So click the join button and just do everything you're asked to do. If you have any questions, I'm always in the comment section, willing and ready to answer all your questions. Thank you once again, and till I see you in another recipe video, take care and keep eating good food. Bye.